Hi Taurus, welcome to September. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. So this month we have a new moon or a full moon in Pisces on the 10th, and then Mercury goes retrograde right after that. Then we have a new moon in Libra on the 25th, and Venus, your ruling planet, will move into Virgo on the 6th. So we'll talk about the astrology later. Let's find out what the cards say for Taurus and relationships. What does Taurus need to know about love and relationships during the month of September 2022? What does Taurus need to know about love and relationships in 2022? The Four of Cups, the Seven of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the World, the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the card at the bottom of the deck is Justice. This looks good. Okay, so you're starting the month off. You have a lot of new beginnings coming up this month and potential. So the Four of Cups is a card of boredom, dissatisfaction, feeling undervalued, underappreciated. So you might be in a relationship where you feel like, I don't feel valued by my partner. I don't feel like my partner really cares about me. Or I just don't feel, I'm just bored. I'm feeling dissatisfaction. And you're thinking, maybe I should just see what else is out there. Maybe I need to be with somebody else. There's a cup coming out of the cloud. Someone's offering you their love. So you're going to get some offers this month, maybe more than one. But you're not sure if you should accept it. Like someone's offering you their love, but you're like, I don't know. I don't know if this is right for me. So you might be kind of on the fence about accepting someone's love this month. You have the Seven of Wands here. And that's a card of overcoming obstacles, standing up for what you believe in, setting boundaries. So maybe in a relationship, and actually this is the present, so this is what you're doing now. You're learning how to set boundaries in relationships. You're not being, in the past, Taurus is a people pleaser. Most of us, I should say, because I'm a Taurus. We want everything to be, we're into peace. We don't want to fight with anybody. So we have a tendency to just say, yeah, okay, just let's not fight and give in, right? Because you want to keep the peace. But then you wind up getting people who take advantage of your good nature, and then you feel resentful, and it just hurts the relationship. So boundaries are really important. And even though you may feel at the time, but I don't want the person to be mad at me, or I don't want the person to hate me, or maybe they'll just leave me, So you can't think like that, because a boundary is what's going to preserve a relationship. It makes it better. Because if you let people walk all over you, then they don't have any respect for you. And it's bad for the relationship. You wind up breaking up anyway. You will, because you're going to be resentful and angry and all that. Everything's going to grow out of that. But if you set boundaries and you stand, and as long as they're fair, you don't want to be a tyrant, the person will respect that and respect you. And it'll change the dynamic of the relationship. So boundaries are important. You have the Ace of Pentacles in the past. So this could be career success, or you may get a job offer. You may have already had a job offer. You might be involved in some important projects at work. The Hierophant is here and the Justice is here. So Justice, especially if you're looking for a new job, for those of you who are looking for a new job, I feel like there's a job coming, a job offer. and a decision will go in your favor. So if you've been struggling in your career, I feel like that period's ending. And you could be dealing with an organization that's been around for a long time, like a government or educational institution or something solid and something very conservative. Now, back to the relationship. I just have to say that because the energy is so strong here. Even though this is a love reading, there's career success here too. So you could be dealing with someone who is very stubborn. Now, the Hierophant can sometimes be the Taurus energy. So maybe it's you who's been a little stubborn. Or maybe like you're at this standoff with someone. Like, I'm tired of being the one who's doing all the work. Or I'm tired of being the one who's always keeping the peace. This time, I'm not doing it, So, but you are looking for commitment in a relationship. You want something that's going to last. You're not looking for some fly-by-night relationship. But you want to be valued and appreciated. You don't want to just be in a relationship just for the sake of having somebody with you. You want a good relationship. And you've got these 2 aces coming up in the future. So that's like an opportunity for a new beginning. The Ace of Cups, and you have the 8 of Wands here in your environment. And that could also represent, if you're in a relationship, it could represent the feelings of the person. So if you're in a relationship, you're going to hear from that person. That's like news coming in. Someone might be calling you, contacting you, wanting to see you. Maybe they're even traveling to see you. This is a travel card. But in any case, there could be someone that realizes how much they care about you and they want to offer you their love. You also have the Ace of Wands. Now, as a time card, the Ace of Wands represents spring, March, April, May. So for those of you looking for a change in career or a new job opportunity, that could be happening March, April of next year. But in love, I feel like you have a strong energy for a new beginning. You have the World card here. The World card is about everything coming together. You're completing a cycle. You could be completing something and getting ready to move to the next level. So that could be, if you're in a relationship, maybe you're thinking about making a commitment, taking it to the next level. So if you're just friends, you might be deciding to make it a romance, or if it's a romance, you might be thinking maybe we should, get engaged or something like that, or get married. So I feel like you're at that crossroads where you're trying to decide. For some of you, you're deciding to make a commitment. For others, you may be deciding to walk away. If you're in a relationship where you're not happy and someone's just not giving you what you deserve, if you have the 8 of Cups as an outcome, you might be deciding, maybe I should walk away from this and find something else. Because the 8 of Cups is about something that was once good and it's no longer fulfilling, and you're walking away in search of that fulfillment from somewhere else, from someone else. Because you have the Queen of Pentacles here. You're looking to the future. This is your wish fulfillments. You're looking, you want something, you want a relationship that's secure and that offers you security and stability. Even financial stability. You're not going to be like polishing any diamonds in the rough anymore. You're looking for someone who knows what they want, who wants a commitment, who's going to do the right thing. That's what you want. And if the current person that you're with, if you're involved with someone right now and they're not stepping up to the plate, you're going to walk away. And if you do, there's opportunities coming in. So you're not going to be alone. So don't worry. A lot of times we stay in a situation too long because we think, well, what if I don't meet anybody else? Or what if, this is it? So it's not it. Don't ever settle, okay? Because there are other, if you're settling, then you're never going to meet a better person because you're settling. You're going to be, well, I'm in this relationship, I'll just stay with it. Because Taurus can get comfortable, in a relationship. Even if it's not what they want, they're comfortable. And it's hard for us to move out of our comfort zone sometimes. But this year, with Uranus in Taurus, it's time for Taurus to break free of their comfort zones and go after what they want, both in career and in love. Because I'm seeing both energies here. So I think this energy is going to break at some point where new opportunities are coming in. And you may very well decide to start a new relationship, start a new job. There could be a whole bunch of new beginnings. There's this new energy, 3 aces, And with justice in the reading, I feel like it's going to be like a karmic reward for everything that you've done up until this point. If you've been putting a lot of energy into something and you're not seeing the results, you may start to see them because you make the decision, like, I'm not going to settle. I'm going to set my boundary. And so whatever happens, the fallout from that is going to be positive because you're going to drive away the people that are not good for you by setting your boundary. Because people who are users, they're going to move on to somebody else and use somebody else. That's easy. But people who really care about you, they're going to step up to the plate. So you'll be able to separate what's real from what's not real and make your decision. But you are moving on to something more fulfilling. And so don't worry. Don't settle and don't worry. Good things are coming. Okay, so let's see, what do the angels have to say for Taurus? What message do the angels have to say for Taurus this month? Okay. Miracle. Great, we could all use a miracle. All right, let's see what this says. Dearest one, even if all hope seems lost, let not hope slip away. For I, your guardian angel, am constantly by your side. Surrender all your concerns to me and trust in the healing power of love. Please believe that you are never alone. Together we shall work through each issue or situation which is of concern to you. All heals with the passing of time. Magic and miracles are about to manifest. See? So this is going to be I feel like it's going to be a good month for you. And let's look at the astrology. Okay, so we have this full moon in Pisces, which is favorable to your sign. And it's in your 11th house. This is happening on September 10th. The sun is in your 5th house. The moon is in your 11th house, conjunct Neptune. The 11th house is a dream. It's our house of friendship. It's a house of dreams, wishes fulfilled. So the moon conjunct Neptune can be manifesting a dream. Like at this full moon, something comes to light. You're going to see the truth about something. But you can also realize that like there'll be a success. You might be feeling emotional or intuitive around this time. Trust your intuition, because the moon conjunct Neptune can make you psychic, intuitive. So in your 11th house, so if you're getting any intuitive feelings about friendships, the groups you belong to, romance, trust those feelings. This new moon is sextile Uranus. It's full moon, I'm sorry. It's sextile Uranus in your 1st house, and the sun is trine Uranus in your 1st house. So Uranus is supporting this full moon. So there could be some surprises, or you could be the surprise, because Uranus is in your 1st house. So you may take action that surprises some people that they never expected. Like, oh, Teresa, or Taurus. Taurus is always, very predictable, but not when Uranus is in your sign. You may do something unpredictable. That will be good for you. It's squaring Mars in your 2nd house. So Mars, it relates to, the 2nd house has to do with money. You may want to do something and when Mars goes through your 2nd house, you may have some expenses come up unexpectedly. And so you might be thinking, okay, how can I make more money? And you're going to take action. So if you feel, and even if it means getting out of your comfort zone, because when Mars is in a square to Uranus, it's like a square energy is an uncomfortable energy where it's you feel like you have to, it's like a forced thing. Like I have to do something I really don't want to do, but I'm going to do it because I have to do it. So there could be something that happens that forces your hand in some way, where you go, I got to take action. I can't let this go. I can't just, sweep it under the rug. I have to do something. And it involves your self-esteem and how you value yourself. So if you're in a situation where you don't feel valued, where you feel like you're not getting what you deserve, where you're not being treated fairly, it's time to take action. Don't just take it. Taurus, the bull. Mars is going to wave the red flag in front of the bull, and the bull is going to charge. Don't be reckless. Have a strategic plan, but you must take action. So to make sure that you get what you deserve and you get what you're worth. You have Mercury now in your 6th house. It's in Libra. It's going to be retrograding back into Virgo, which will go back into your 5th house. So Mercury in your 6th house, you might be there's a lot of work, you might be signing contracts. The 6th house is work. There could be some mental stress. The 6th house is also health. So you want to take care, take your downtime if you need it. Mercury's going to retrograde back into your 5th house. When it does that, it might bring someone back from the past. So you might reconnect with someone that you can have a romance with. You might hear from someone that you haven't talked to in a long time. Mercury in Libra is trining Mars in the 2nd. So it's really time for you to speak up about, especially if you're in a job situation, you don't feel like you're being paid what you're worth, or you're not getting the respect in the relationship, you need to communicate. So if you feel like I'm doing all this work and where's my reward, you need to communicate. They're not going to just give you a raise off the bat. The squeaky wheel gets the grease, You have Venus in Virgo, and Venus will move into Libra later in the month, but at this full moon, Venus is in your 5th house. So especially when Mercury rules back into the 5th house and Venus is there, love is on. I think there's a strong potential for romance this month with Venus in your 5th house. And if it's not romance, then it could be creativity. Either you're connecting with children, you're reconnecting with family members that have children, or you're doing something creative. Whatever you're doing, you're going to be loving it. It's going to be creative. It's going to be fun. The 5th house is the fun house. So if it's been all work and no play, I feel like you're going to get a break when Mercury goes retrograde, and you're going to have more fun, and you're going to get a little bit of a reprieve from all the work. You've got Jupiter in your 12th house. So there's a guardian angel looking out for you. And Mercury is opposing Jupiter. So the only thing you have to be careful is not when you're communicating, don't go over the top, don't exaggerate, don't let your imagination run away with you. You got Chiron in the 12th house. So you are thinking about, there's certain things that you need to heal on a subconscious level. Maybe you need to heal issues around assertiveness. Maybe you need to be more assertive. Venus is square Mars this month, so Venus and Mars, that could bring passion, an attraction, and because that's like a sexual aspect where you feel like I really want to connect with someone. Just choose wisely. Don't just jump into something just because you're lonely or you're bored. Saturn is squaring Uranus by 2 degrees. It's a separating aspect, so it's not as intense, but it's still close. So you're going to be feeling that. You have Uranus in the 9th house. Saturn is, Uranus in Taurus. Then that's in your 1st house. Uranus is in the 1st house, and Saturn is in the 10th house. So I think it has to do with, if you have any conflicts around authority figures or in your career, it's time for you to take action and to be your authentic self. So it could be that you're moving into a career path that speaks more to who you are, that you may break from an authority. If you feel like people are too, you've been blocked by authority figures, or you've been blocked by whatever is holding you back, even a fear of responsibility, you're going to make some changes that frees you from all that. So maybe you've been working on too many projects and you need to release some of them because it's all work and no play. That could be something that comes up this month. You have Pluto in the 9th house. So Pluto in the 9th you're transforming on your belief systems are changing in a major way. You have a powerful message that you may want to get out there. Maybe you want to share your wisdom, or maybe you want to go back to school and totally change your career, or learn more skills, go deeper into your career path. So then we have a new moon in Libra, and the new moon in Libra is in your 6th house. And this new moon is, it's going to conjunct Mercury and Venus in your 5th, and then it moves into the 6th house and forms the new moon. But it's close enough. It's only like 3, maybe 5 degrees away from this Venus and Mercury. So I feel that there could be a new beginning. I'm seeing it as it could be a new job. If there's a relationship, there could be something creative that comes up that leads to work that you really love to do. Because the new moon in Libra is in your 6th house. That's the house of health. That's the house of work, your day-to-day work environment. So there could be a new project that comes in, and you're really loving it. You're finding, like, I really love this work. I really want to do more of that. When Venus, at some point, Venus and Mercury are going to move it. Right now Mercury is retrograde. At this point, Mercury has moved back into your 5th house. So you could be connecting with someone from the past. Someone may come back and either offer you a new career opportunity, or you could have a romance. There's a lot of opportunities coming up this month where you're going back to something that you're revisiting something and you're making it better. So it could be a relationship, it could be a project from work. Jupiter is trining Pluto. It's an out of sign trine. There's all these out of sign trines that are happening. Well, Jupiter's actually sextile. What am I saying? Venus is trining Pluto. So if you reconnect with someone this month during the Mercury retrograde, you could have a very, very passionate connection, very powerful connection that could transform your life in some way. Mars is trining Saturn, so you're going to really feel like, I want to take action on my career. Saturn's in your 10th house. Mars is in your 2nd house. So if you're not getting enough money, if you need more money, if you're not being paid what you're worth, you're going to really make an effort to find a new job that's paying you. Or you're going to speak up and say, hey, I need a raise, or whatever it is. You're going to be working to bring more abundance, to be in a situation where you're valued. You're going to be fighting for that this month. And again, Saturn and Uranus are 1 degree apart now. So even though we're in a Mercury retrograde period, I wouldn't really initiate something new, but at least start to prepare. This is a good time to prepare your strategy. When Mercury goes direct, it will go direct in October, the very beginning of October. And you have a small window before Mars goes retrograde at the end of October. So if you're going to take any action, take it around mid-October. But I would even wait. I would just do a strategic plan and do something next spring, because the energy will be better in the spring after Mars goes direct, because we're in this Mars retrograde period. You may not have the energy to follow through on everything you want to do when Mars is retrograde. So I would just use this time as a time to plan. Not so much a time to take action, but a time to be aware, okay, where am I settling for too little? Where am I not being respected for my talent? And how can I make changes? So prepare, if you have to work on your resume or work on whatever it is, create your strategic plan so that you can move forward in the spring when Mars goes direct. Especially, I think it goes direct at the end of January. So next February or so would be a better time to launch something, if you're going to launch anything. But in the meantime, I feel like love is on this month because of all this 5th house energy and Mercury retrograde. You could be reconnecting with someone from the past that brings love again. And it could be a powerful connection. Venus trine Pluto, there's powerful emotions there. Mercury trine Pluto, you're really communicating at a deep level. So you may connect with someone and really share some deep have some deep conversations. We really get vulnerable. And that could bring a new beginning in love and a new beginning in how you approach life. So you're freeing yourself. Like if Saturn has been restricting you, you know, from being your best self, from being your unique self, you may break free from that, you know, fear of being seen, fear of being yourself, and show who you are, because who you are is beautiful. You have many talents that you need to share with the world. And so don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to set your boundaries. Don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to break free from anything or anyone that's been holding you back. So that's my forecast, Taurus. If you like this reading, click on the like button. Click on the subscribe button if you want to know when I post videos. If you leave a comment, if this resonated with you, leave a comment in the comment box. Let me know what's going on in your life. I love to read the comments. If you're new, welcome. And if you've been around for a while, I'm glad you're here. I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you for your support. Now, this is a general reading, so it may not apply to everyone, but if you want a personal reading, click on the link in my description box. It'll take you to the website, and you can purchase a reading. We can get you on the schedule. In the meantime, have a wonderful September, and I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.